Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mike Ellenis here with another episode of Truth for Today. Today's truth comes from John chapter 4, verse 34. Jesus is talking here and he says, "My nourishment comes from doing the will of God who sent me and from finishing his work." Now there are two things that Jesus says in the book of John that he feeds off of. One of them is from the Word of God, which we'll talk about in another episode. But here, he's saying that he actually provides nourishment. He receives nourishment from God by doing the work of God. And what I've noticed is that oftentimes we make ourselves tired in doing the work of God. But in fact, we should be fed by it. And a lot of times when we get tired, we're suffering from burnout, we're doing things on our own strength, we're just, I call it doing busy work for Jesus. And what happens is if we know the will of the one who sent us and we remain focused on his specific assignment for us in our lives, then we will actually receive nourishment as we complete the work. It doesn't make sense. There's no caloric value in doing work for God, but Jesus set a great example in showing us that, look, if you focus on doing the will and the work that God has commissioned you for, you will receive nourishment. I remember when I read this, I was in a time of burnout and just being very fatigued, and I had to stop and realize, okay, what are the things that I'm doing that maybe God hasn't called me to do? They're not bad, but it doesn't line up with my calling. And I remembered I needed to focus only on the things that God had given me to do for that time. And as I began to focus on that, I actually received nourishment from doing the work of God. So if you're at a place where you feel burned out, or you feel like you're working really hard, or you're fatigued, I would encourage you to stop and ask the Lord, what is it that's most important to you right now? And bring me to a place where I, like Christ, can receive nourishment from doing your will. I hope this truth for today has blessed your life, and I'll see you next time.